Hey there, boys and girls, it's Cursed Curator here with.
Hey dogs!
So, this is a bit different from the usual stuff. So far, you've only seen us do live streams, and the VODs just come here. So, this will be the first video that will basically help us segue ourselves right into a new portion of our streams, which will cover magazines. This will just cover the history, which we obviously can't cover while on stream because it would take too damn long, and we have other stuff to do. um, so the magazine is something that is very dear to me because I make looking fun of magazines like a lot because they're just silly, but they're very important, and I, as much as can judge them, they are very important. But I think that's something we should talk about here, but it's very important, is what is a magazine exactly? So the definition of magazine, according to the Brignac, is a printed or digitally published collection of texts, usually essays, articles, stories, and poems, usually also illustrated, but not always. But it is also produced at regular intervals, which does not include newspapers, by the way. Very important. So, this I will actually include in the description. This is to a Scribd page. This person was very meticulous in how they did things. I really appreciate that. Let me see their name. Lenell John Gibbon Baganas. Oh, Jesus, a long name.
That is a title.
So I will say this word for word. According to the British philosopher Francis Bacon, the printing press was one of three inventions that changed the whole face and state of things throughout the world. I wholeheartedly agree. It is one of the most, if not important, things ever outside of creation of fucking fire and the wheel.
I'd assume agriculture and maybe archery. Either way,
Hey, humans would have been fucking fine about agriculture. We did it for thousands of years prior. We'll be aight.
and had like a 90% mortality rate before the age of 20.
Humans don't matter. We'll be fine. So we have to talk about the first magazine. You can't really even call it that. Well, you can, whatever. Okay, so it is called Erlweg Mannes Untergarten. It's German, and
Really?
yes, it is German. Well, a German. So it means edifying monthly discussions. It was created in now the long gone country of the Holy Roman Empire between 1663 and 1668. Crazy, am I right? The staff and the slash writers was Johann Rist and Ermes Flinks. Thanks. Sorry.
You're good. I think what makes it interesting is that it's not even that it was so far back that it's a different country. From the time of when this came out in modern day Germany, they've gone through what, 4 or 5 different governments.
So around this time, if I remember correctly, for the HRE. No, the HRE. Okay, it's HRE, so it was all sorts of political maneuvering for government. But being technical, it was all one consistent government. Not really, though. We both know that.
Well, what I mean is that there was obviously the Kaiser period,
Yeah,
Prussia, the Weimar period, the
yeah,
Nazi period,
of
East West
course.
Germany period. There's a lot of different governments that have been in Germany since this came out.
Yeah, tons. It's kind of funny. They think of Germany as Europe's China in a way.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
no,
production.
like think about it. Like it's a country that was constantly breaking apart, coming back together. All right, finally, you're back together, or is it? Or is it all just an illusion?
I guess it's together now. I'm sure there's some weird guy who wants to make a contention about that.
Am I the weird guy? Nah. So
Actually,
this,
Czechoslovakia is real German clay.
I mean, actually, it is the Bohemian part. I know my history. So it had a grand total of 72 issues. Maybe. That's assuming that it actually had a consistent release schedule, which we cannot confirm.
I assume there's a bit of a problem of selection bias where we don't have every episode between the two, or every issue between the two magazine dates.
Yeah, it also doesn't help that the best way to even find anything about this magazine is that it's in special libraries in Germany, and I'm not going for that. I never will. So let's get into the actual history from the Wikipedia page. Yay! So, in its initial iteration, the literary magazine, although labeled as a periodical philosophy publication, exclusively showcased the works of Rist, which is predominantly poetry and hymns. Each issue dedicated to a specific month reflected the author's beliefs. Despite being planned as a monthly release, it only came out when Rist had time to write and print it. So yeah, you can see there.
That is a very old timey gentlemanly thing to do. Like, oh, I make this grand project that'll be remembered forever, but I just kind of do it in my free time.
Additionally, the name of on the front page didn't always match the topics of the month, unlike a typical journal. For the topic of discussion, January focused on ink, February on country life, March on the Philosopher's Stone, April on painting, May on reading culture, and June on calculating death. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that took a 180. Art, poetry, the meaning of death.
These sessions at all points were always tailored to reflect Riss's views and tastes. After he died, Riss himself was able to put out about 6 issues until his death in 1667. And Hermes Finks said to himself, "Hey, yo, I'm an polymath. I got this."
Oh.
He would then oversee it for 6 months until it ceased publication. Uh,
So, in this short span that this magazine existed, it went through three different owners.
no, just two.
Okay. That's still quite a few owners.
According to author John Morse, Riss's periodical is the first magazine according to modern standards. Yeah. So it resembles as what we would call a magazine today. The problem is most magazines today also use illustrations. This, in fact, does not. But that's fucking fine. It's supposed to resemble it, and that's what it does.
Interesting, yeah, because I'd assume it's the first of anything isn't going to look like the modern, and I think for magazines that is no different.
Indeed. So the next on our list is called Merque Galliant. I will let Oz handle this one. Oz, don't worry. I will send you the link. Okay, so
Please do.
don't be confused here. So the name is different from how I'm saying it because something very important is that the Merque Galliant changed its name, but I do not include the fact that the Merque Galliant is now different. I separate them off as into different magazines at this point. So between 1672 to 1724, and after that, it's a whole different magazine, at least in my eyes.
Fair enough. America Galliant. So I'm reading, I'm looking at it, I'm soaking it all in. And the first question I have to ask is, what the fuck is a gazette? Before I say anything about this, is it like a gazebo?
So, Gazette is a French word, which means a journal or magazine.
Oh, so it's just a French magazine. That's way lamer than I was hoping.
It's something I always actually made fun of for comics is that they would show off this newspaper company. Or like, we're the Metropolis Gazette. They're trying to sound thinking fancy when I'm like, bro, just give me a newspaper, please.
Fair. So the Mercure Gallant, I'm sorry, I'm not going to say it the French way. It's founded by a man named Jean Denot de Vissé. Oh, I don't speak French. In 1672, he directed the publication until his death in 1710. The name refers to the god Mercury, the messenger of the gods. That is clever. The magazine's goal was to inform elegant society about life in the court and intellectual/artistic debates. Ooh, this guy must have been very fun at parties. uh, was it was journalistic? Okay. It played a pivotal role in the dissemination of news about fashion, luxury goods, etiquette, and court life under Louis the XIV. That is the 14th. That's what that means. to the provinces and abroad. The newspaper published propaganda intended to bolster Louis XIV and to promote his domestic and foreign policies. Oh my god, this has to be the driest sounding magazine I have ever heard of.
Exactly. Oh, here's a very funny part, people. This is a magazine that's still around today.
Oh?
Yes, the modern is the Mercury de France, or Mercury of France. It's still active. So like I said before, it's not the same magazine anymore. So the first iteration, as I said before, was between 1672 to 1724. This modern iteration was founded in 1890. So there's a gap, as you might have noticed. I believe it's the either the third or fourth iteration that currently exists now.
Hmm.
Probably the third. I don't know. Don't care enough to figure it out either. That's okay though. So as well say for the first few magazines, we will not be able to screen. Well, we can screen share Wikipedia, which I'm not do it. We cannot screen share anything to you because well, we can't find anything to give you anything. Sorry.
Preservation. It's a bitch.
Yeah. The next one, which I will be reading for you all, is the Athenian Mercury. So while yes, there is actually a thing on archive.org we can give you all, it's ineligible. I mean, not legible. Whatever. Yeah, we can't read it. It's too small.
It's a pain.
Yeah. So Athenian Mercury, or the Athenian Gazette, or the Question Project, or the Conceptual Mercury was a periodical written by the Athenian Society and published in London twice weekly between the 17th of March 1690 to June 14th, 1697. So quite a period of time. Not that long compared to other things, but it did okay.
Yeah. And you said the Athenian Mercury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Just clarifying. It was just kind of a Q&A thing, or what was their main thing?
So, the Athenian Mercury, they are very unique in the sense that they were a coffee house periodical, which meant that you would often read this at a coffee house. They just have it there, you can purchase it or just read it, whatever. Which is just kind of cool. It would give you some advice. Like where were any men before Adam? This is an example.
I think the Bible's pretty confident on the no.
It had some lovely satire. It had pretty standard stuff as most periodicals would have for that time. It would basically sometimes be gossip as well, but usually it'd be pretty simple and standard. With something very important to note is that it did have a spinoff called The Ladies Mercury, which only lasted for about 4 issues. It didn't even last a fucking full year. It was like a month or two. That's okay. It's how it is. It was been 4 weeks. So more on the actual, the main Athenian Mercury is that let me see here. In its first printings, Duncan explains in his autobiography called Life and Errors, he had an inspiration for the title one day while he's walking home that he would not exchange for 50 Guinness or guineas. He continues that the reader of his magazine need only consult at 1712 to see the reason behind the title. Brosis was saying, read the damn book.
So, read the Bible.
After the first issue was published, concerns were raised about Duncan's use of the word Gazette, to which the 23-year-old London Gazette could be considered to have prior claim. In response, Duncan would change the name Gazette to Mercury. Okay, so prior to this, there was a thing called the London Gazette. It is, by the way, still around today. Who knew?
Oh.
So they claim to be London's oldest surviving English newspaper and continuously published newspaper in the UK. Hence why they're not on the list. Because they own themselves as a newspaper, and I'm not covering newspapers.
That would be a monumental task.
Yeah. So, we kind of basically touched on everything here, but this is basically an advice column thing. It's a simple periodical and had some satire going on. Let's go into the ladies. Okay, not like that.
let's
Oz.
not go into the ladies.
You had
Please.
this one.
The ladies' Mercury. That sounds. I don't like the way that sounds. John Dunton founded the Athenian Mercury when. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Uh, uh, the the ladies' Mercury is just it's just the Athenian Mercury for women, isn't it?
Essentially, but it covered on topics relating to women.
Science, religion, as well as private life, including sexuality. Oh,
Yes.
that is saucy for the 1600s.
So, Dunton is generally assumed to have been the editor, although he did not acknowledge it at any point. And the formal editorship was given over to dimly realized Ladies Society.
I assume mostly to capitalize off of them.
Yes, and I imagine it's kind of weird for a man to be writing about women in 16 whatever.
You know, you don't have to say you're gay, all right?
I'm just saying like if you're a dude at this time period, you're just stare at you like, huh?
Or
Yeah.
they're going to say something incredibly sexist.
Oh, extremely. All right, this is where we get to actually show off stuff. Yay!
Content.
Yep, we get to screen share. The Tattler. Okay. Can we actually read the Tattler? Oh no, sorry guys, we can't read the Tattler. Sorry. Um.
Oh, I thought I swear I saw something. I can kind of read it.
Oh wait, hold on.
Unfortunately, uh,
We do have the Wikipedia page. It's really. Oh wait. We did have something. Where the fuck did it go?
I do have an excerpt.
Lovely.
If only I could enlarge it. There we go. I have gone onto the most unfortunate page, and I have to read it now. Before I do that, the Tattler is a gossip rag, isn't it?
Let me take a gander. It was a British literary and society journal. So no, not a gossip rag.
Oh, I thought it was because Tattler.
It
Fair
covered
enough.
it covered fashion. I understand from Wikipedia.
You know what else it covers?
Hmm.
The play of the London Cuckold was acted this evening before a foodable audience. I think they mean suitable. I think that's supposed to be an S. Who was extremely well diverted with that heap of vice and absurdity. The indignation which Eugenio, okay, who is a gentleman of Juft Taft, has, on occasion of fleeing human nature, follow their delights, made him. What? Sorry, I'm reading this, and I feel like I'm going to have a stroke. I need to finish this paragraph at least. I thought, sorry, expatiate upon the mention of this play very agreeably. Of all men living, said he, I pity players, who must be men of good understanding to be capable of being such, that they are obliged, which is somehow hyphenated, okay, to repeat the and assume proper gestures. What? Oh my god, use a period, man. I'm sorry, I'm looking through this and it's just comma hell.
um.
Were you able to understand any of that? Because I was reading it and I do not understand what the fuck he's talking about.
It's just about some play. That's all I got from that.
About a cuckold, apparently.
So, on to the full thing here is something very important about this magazine, The Tattler, is that it is the first instance where we would see a pen name used consistently. It would be an adopted persona that would be used for a long period of time. of course, pen names weren't unusual. They happened, of course, but they never for a really long period. Of course, ultimately, it would be by Richard Steele. Richard Steele was the was the man behind all of it.
And apparently, obsessive use of over hyphenating things.
Yes. So let me go here. So, fun fact is that they did have an offshoot, much like the Athenian Mercury with the Ladies Mercury. They had the female tattler, which the female tattler was quite interesting in the fact that so of course it was a female periodical primarily but not exclusively for women. It was circulation for 1 year between 1709 to 1710. It marked as a very important turning point in magazine publishing history and in female authorship and readership. It was started 3 months after the publication of The Tattler by Richard Steele. Although it was written by Mrs. Crankthrope, the real identity of the author was never made public, and it's still a mystery to this very day.
Oh.
Yes. But unlike the Tattler, wait, no, never mind. I would say, okay, guys, we actually some viewing material. We have none. Unfortunate. Um, this is it's how it is. The first view is just how it is. But we actually have some view material. We have German magazine, and that's what we're going to next. So let me. I think I already sent you the links. You should be able to see from there.
Yeah. Yes. I presume the Gentleman's Magazine, just from someone kind of going into this mostly blind, is a magazine for gentlemen and is one of those men's magazines.
Yes, it is a men's magazine. It is a very unique magazine. In fact, it ran uninterrupted for 200 years, or rather, almost 200 years. It was also
oh my God.
It was also the first magazine to use the term magazine.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, that is a very important note. This is the first instance in usage of magazine as a term.
Which means they've kind of been cemented finally as a specialized medium of entertainment.
Oh, not yet. I mean, kind of, but nobody's really using it outside of these guys. For now, you'll see. um, So if you're curious, if this remember correctly, the word magazine comes from Arabic, and which means, in this case, the word magazine means warehouse. We're going from the Arabic definition. Which
Interesting.
Kind of funny to think about when you hear a magazine called the Warehouse Magazine, you're like, oh, warehouse.
Yes, it's like chai tea, TT.
Or about the damn DC Comics thing.
Oh yes, DC stands for Detective Comics, so DC Comics is Detective Comics Comics. The Department of Redundancy Department.
Indeed. So let me go for a window capture. We can turn off that, and we can now go over here. And now you can all see my screen, and we can see the magic happen. So, this is a Gentleman's Magazine. As you can see, we cannot fucking read it.
I can almost read it.
Let us zoom in so we can get a good read. The cloisters. Having passed through the avenues, we come at once into the grand. I'm gonna try and read that one. Where turning into the wet. I can't read it, gentlemen. I gave it the old college try.
Is it still all the S's or F's?
Yeah, this is that oldie timey talk, people. We're not there to actual English. This is the inferior talk.
Is it inferior? I.
It's pretty inferior, man. I don't know.
It is. I will say, as a modern English speaker, it is so difficult to read.
Yup. This is again. This is a very important note. This magazine started in the year of 1731 and ended in 1922. So this is a magazine that had around 2,400 issues, maybe even more than that. So we will So unfortunately, as you will tell by the end date, we won't be covering it at all in the streams from going on because well, it's beyond it's well be below our date now. Unfortunate, it's how it is. But we have something that we actually read household
Oh.
words. Oh
I
boy.
like how we keep teasing this read because it's so hard to read some of these.
Yes, I keep well, I'll screen share it so you can actually see it as um
Oh,
yeah,
oh, it's stinky looking.
it is stinky looking. So this was written by, yes, Charles Dickens, the goat.
That man is the goat.
So let us zoom in across the country to the young people. I mean, this advice to it. Okay, we're reading some
Wait a
advice.
second. Is this contents page not listed by page number? It's alphabetical? Why would you do that?
Because Charles Dickens was a dick.
What? This is useless.
Oh, he's a dick. Oh, wait.
Also, is this magazine 500 pages?
Yes, there's gonna be 630. You know, we'll see. We'll see. No, yeah, it's well above 600.
600 pages. That is a behemoth.
So he talks about dragons, griffins, and salamanders. That's a whole lineup. Let us go to advice for young people. Our
He also
people.
has two separate stories about dueling in different countries.
Ooh, so it was 411. Let's see if it actually lines up.
411.
Oh, here we
Oh, it
go. To
does.
my young friends. To be frank and honest, I may as well confess at one point that I'm just sitting down to write a selfish article. Junior critics may, if they like, cast in my teeth that its design is personal, having reference to my own interests, rather than the general or directed to the welfare of the world at large. Be it so, I accept the observation. The same stricture will become applicable in in their turn, to those who are beardless youngsters now. I do not deny that being myself neither young nor old, but what the French curiously call between two ages. Ooh, ooh. Did the
That
French
is very French.
did the French come up with the term middle age?
Yeah, no, is that a really old timey way to say someone's middle aged?
I like that. That's really fucking cool.
Slice of tongue in a timed sandwich?
I cannot conceal from myself that owing to a certain number of years, I shall soon as fair become certainly aged, and that my tastes and sympathies promising aside with those of the governor and fogey class, rather than with those of Cambridge or Oxford men. When a man myself in that precarious sense of the word, I will remember that Mr. Priggins, and fellow and tutor, was considered by us as an academical bay tree who had flourished, but but a bay tree was now in his near autumnal foliage, whereas the much respected Don was only just entering his prime of life. One advantage of my medieval position between the juveniles and the senile society is that it allows me to act as interpreter between them. There are cases in which the two opposite camps may not precisely understand each other. God, if ain't that putting truth. Ugh. Oh. The young cannot always comprehend the old because they have no experience of what old age is. While early, in spite of their personal knowledge of youth, are apt to forget that they were once young themselves. Oh, ain't that true? Let me put a case to you, by the way, by the way of a beginning. My excellent readers and admirers, for to be the one is to become the other. So suppose you had a schoolfellow, a playmate, and a college friend, and companion in your pedestrian alpine rambles, a brother student of the same art or science that you had taken photographs together, that you have hunted rare butterflies, minerals, and microscopic objects, with a share and share like agreement that you had drawn side by side from a statue or living model, that you had followed the same series of clinical lectures in London or Paris, that you had, like Helen and Hermia, sat on the same cushion, bordering the same Jesus, he's really going for it, aiming here.
He's hammering this point home. He is really trying to get this through your head.
Singing the same song. Suppose this, in that you were suddenly informed by your bosom friend, was shortly to depart at an indefinite but not distant day. for a long residence in China or Australia, but you were never likely to see him again. That actually was sad the case back then. You would never see him again,
Yeah.
usually. How would you behave to him in such a case? Would you be unkind, captious, cross-grained, or selfish? No, no, I'm sure you would not. You would do all you could to pet and spoil him as long as he remained with you, to make him carry away with him, but nothing but grateful recollection and a thankful memory of his friend, and still left in England. Treat him so lovingly as within his power. But my dear young persons, exactly such in the state of your relations with every individual member of the United Society of Fogies, governors, maiden aunts, old nurses, worn out workmen, and the rest of them, their births are taken, entered, and ticketed, although the date and number is left blank to the human eye. Oh, yes, that's a deep one right there. On board a ship bound for a long voyage, whence there is no return. Will you embitter the unavoidable starting on that journey by any previous unpleasantness with which you can possibly avoid? By offense of neglect, by insulting contempt, by perverse resistance, or by open rebellion. I am certain you will not. To hand that fed you when you could not feed yourself, to that head that fought for you when you had no fault of your own, to the heart that loved you when you were incapable of loving in return. You will procure all possible pleasures and temptations before the spell sounds to give that warning that the vessel has. I'm not reading any more of that, but he's really going for it here. But that's actually a pretty damn solid advice. It rings true today too.
Most of it, at least.
Yeah, this whole part of the friend and the bosom. I do fully believe that the old do not understand the young today, and the young most definitely are not making it any better by insulting them and not trying to understand them at all either. It's a whole thing.
Sorry, Grants, you're cringe.
So that is the Household Words by Charles Dickens. There's a lot more here. As you might be able to imagine, we're not going to be covering this at all in a stream because it was like between 1850 to 1859, where it's well beyond what we're doing here.
I also assume that these are very dense.
These are extremely dense. This is actually something I would actually recommend people actually read in their own free time. But this is some good shit.
It is strange that a lot of it is still pretty immortal. A lot of it isn't like terrible.
Yeah. So next up, we have the Harper's Weekly. But before we read it, we have to go to Wikipedia to so we can get some
Yay!
history here. It's very important because this is one of the, like so this is not an exaggeration when I say this is the most like one of the most important magazines in American history. It covered the American Civil War.
That is wild to think about that there was a publication just giving people updates on the Civil War.
Yes. So its inception, because I'm not gonna read all that nonsense above. along with Along with his brother James, John, and Wesley, Fletcher Harper began the publishing company Harper's and Brothers in 1825. The successful example of illustrated London news. Harper started publishing Harper's Magazine in 1850. The monthly publication featured established authors such as Charles Dickens, William Makepeace Thackeray, within several years, the magazine was agreed on to sustain a weekly edition. Jesus, they had the boy Dickens on there. Crazy.
Also weekly?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It will be quite some time before we have actually like weekly things on. I mean they existed prior to this, but they're usually the government played like a hand in there somehow. Sometimes.
Or they're more similar to a newspaper.
Yep, or the person that ran it was someone rich. That's also a possibility. They just had money like that. So this magazine existed between 1857 to 1916. It ran for a good period of time there.
Mm.
So let me get over here to this. As you can see, this is also quite fucking dense. So let us zoom in.
I would love to read one of these. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh my god, this is also sick. This was weekly and it was 800. Is this a collection? I hope so, because it's like 800 pages.
Yes, it's most likely a collection of all the issues into one giant. Ooh! This is
tiny beards and the worst child I have ever seen drawn.
I love this. This is the type of shit I just love. Oh yeah, this is fucking Victorian. This is the Victorian era. Hey yo.
Hey.
Um, let us see. Ooh.
I think this is about poverty because there's a rich woman above her.
You want to read this one, or we can go through another page and see what we got here.
Let's see. I want to see something.
Okay,
Oh,
this goes actually hard. I like this one.
I kind of want that as a poster for no particular reason.
A happy new year to all. Is that a condom on his
From
head?
Satan, baby. Yeah, like why does he look like a genie?
Look at the condom on his head. I mean, thinking about it.
Oh, you're gonna use the symbolism of condom head. Okay, I gotta read this. What the fuck is this?
Okay, let us zoom up.
It's about duelists.
Okay,
Oh my, wait, no. We gotta read the thing to the right.
hold on. Okay,
A
it's
submarine railway
that is an amazing idea.
between England and France. Not in fucking 1880 something.
They had some really
Or
grand
1830.
ideas.
Our European files bring us intelligence that the prospect of constructing a submarine railway and highway to connect England with France is once more under consideration. What? Hold up. Does that imply that this has been like a reoccurring thing?
Yes.
So, I think it's a thing now.
So,
Maybe.
very important to know is that this has been an idea consistently throughout almost the like not entire history of France and Britain. Like they always want to have a bridge to connect the mainland to to Britain. It would ultimately be built in 1994. It's known as the Channel Tunnel, or as the Brits call it, the Channel.
Fair enough.
um, I kind of heard the idea of it being like a submarine thing going on, but
I mean, that's cool, but it's probably more impractical. Um, and this time, with more than usual prospect of success. Um, Sorry about that, buddy. So far, in actual attempt is concerned, the Emperor Napoleon III having appointed a commission of able scientific men to report to him upon the practicability of a plan recently proposed by His Majesty M. Thome, civil engineer of Paris. Sorry. The idea of connecting England with France as the European continent generally by means of submarine passageway, which passengers and goods might be transported to and from, the sea girt isle is by no means new. So long ago as 1798. Oh, that's supposed to be recent. M. Matthew, French mining engineer, conceived the possibility of such a work, and in 1802 he laid out his plan and accompanying drawings. And oh my god, learn how to use a comma, my dude. Estimates before the first consul. The drawings were for so many years on exhibition in the Luxembourg Palace and are now deposited in the archives of the Institute.
just to give you an idea, there's been over around 20 proposals for like a bridge of some sort. The first being in 1802.
Like they said, interesting.
um,
Um,
is this kind of looking funny? Think about there's many ideas for the quote unquote bridge, and this is fucking funny.
Apparently, this bridge was supposed to cost $80 million. Oh my! In 1800s money? I don't even know if any of the Monopoly Bros had that much.
So to make the bridge in 1994, it cost $14.7 billion.
Oh,
So I don't know the inflation there, but it's a crazy amount.
too much money. Too damn much money.
um, you want to read any more of this, or tell this one?
Let's flip through some pages and just see if there's anything funny in here.
Yeah. One thing we will be doing a lot on the actual stream is we actually won't be doing too much of the actual hard reading. We're looking through pictures and like judging the ads and shit. Um,
Yeah.
of course, with the more story based ones, we of course will be reading them because it's gonna be neat.
Yeah.
Uh, ooh,
Journal of Civilization. That is subtly racist.
probably. What the?
These babies, they're pissed.
I I do love the illustrations though. These are
I
nice.
do love the image of a guy holding a magazine on the train or something and having to tilt it sideways to look at the art. Oh
Oh,
boy, nope, that's the, yep, yep, you're skipping
okay.
that. That's gonna get it
So
out.
so I have to give a disclaimer, very important, and this will be a constant, is that a lot of magazines are old and it's about topics that are offensive to people today because they're soft babies. But that's a whole other topic. Um,
Is it because there's some? Are you here for 1800s racism,
it
Scyther?
it happened. Get over it. I'm not gonna bury history because people were soft.
Fair enough. Still fucked up.
It's fucked up. There's a lot of fucked up things we talk about. It's like it's damn normal. Like celebrating an assassination, but you know it's whatever.
Oh boy. Oh, this page. I had this page saved just because that image of the children is really depressing.
I love history. Like look at this dude. He's a chill guy. He's the original chill guy.
He looks like Scrooge,
Damn right. Love Scrooge.
except he's really fat.
You know what's crazy? Scrooge was like an outright like actual name at one point. It's like full and like regular, and then it got ruined by that story.
Imagine naming your kid Scrooge.
Like Kermit was a regular name too at one point.
These are the most distinguished gentlemen in this whole issue.
I okay, I love the idea of like this. Like this could inspire like me immediately. Like back then, like maybe I could make like some sort of like board game of sorts. We could just like role play as these animals. Maybe we'll call it
You
a
would have
role play
invented
game,
furries in the 1800s, the way you're
but
saying.
for role playing games. The dogographs. I'm fucking sorry. What? Okay, there's a whole hidden lore about me. That we're not talking about here. But you're gonna see some lore one day. There's some no
They
deep cuts.
they are a furry?
I'm not even buried. The fuck? Ew. No,
Oh,
no,
that is
no,
the worst photo of that guy, by the way.
no. Oh, ain't it sad? In the bitter
In the
cold.
bitter cold. Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, it's hits home to the modern day, don't it? Oh, it do. Oh, it
Oh
do.
yeah, I am always kneeling outside of a wooden wall in 1800s America with my children.
Yeah, I did that earlier today.
Yeah, it's my hobby.
Let's see here. Nothing really too interesting on this page. Oh, oh, more slavery.
Colonialism.
Oh no. Um,
Was this magazine pro Confederacy or pro?
it is covered. Okay, if it was pro Confederacy, they would not exist in 1916. Let's put that there.
That's fair.
Yeah, and they're just covering shit for real.
They're just there.
Oh,
Oh my god, there's way more racism than I thought there would be.
like
Holy
like I
shit.
said, people, you're gonna see some things you might not like, and that's okay. It's history. You're not supposed to like history sometimes.
It's probably a good thing if you don't like this, actually.
Just don't be a big ass salty about it. That's all I'm gonna say. The age of that is over now, people.
Ifs.
The age of that is over now. The new man is in charge. What is
Hey,
this?
look, I don't think there's any racism here, though. That is some epic art of that guy.
This is drippy. I'm gonna take this.
It's gonna be my new TTRPG character.
Ooh.
It's Mary.
Oh, this is the good shit. Let's see how long it's fucking. Okay, it's been fucking 44 minutes, and we're only on,
We got time.
we're on Harper's Weekly. Ooh, the next one is your favorite one, Nas.
Argussy.
Okay, it's not as bad as you are thinking. Let's see a few more of these. Okay.
Let's
So,
get to page 100 and then we'll call it.
so one thing I will say immediately is that I have some relatives and some pictures that wore fits like this at one point.
They wore a whole ass balloon.
Yes, the City Bell. Okay. Okay, this is giving me ideas for TTRPG stuff. The country doctor, the city doctor, the country belle, who looks unbelievably hotter than a city belle.
The city belle also is a bitch, probably given the time period.
Most definitely. The country stone. Sweet storekeeper. I was a stonekeeper. And the city's okay. This one looks more drippy, but he looks a bit more badass.
He looks like he could shoot you.
I love this. Okay, this period of art style. I want it back so badly. Okay, maybe not all of it. Okay,
Immediately. Oh, titties.
these I imagine are Native Americans. I think.
No, this is India.
Oh, India.
Because the king of Delhi.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold up. The king of Delhi?
Yeah.
Hold up. Scroll back down.
Okay.
It says the king. That's a woman.
Or Oz. What did we say about misgendering people?
That's that's clearly supposed. Oh, sorry. The favorite wives of the king of Delhi.
Yes. Do not misgender people on this VOD Oz. I can handle racism. I can handle transphobia or homophobia, but I will not handle any misgenderings. That's my hard line of stand, I guess.
Gotta die on some hill.
Oh, child abuse. It's okay. It's okay at this time period.
Is that a bottle?
Yeah, that's a fucking bottle.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's just violence.
Oh, it's a fucking okay. So one thing I knew is that apprentices for a lot of career paths, even in modern day, they are often abused and misused and made to do shit they didn't want to do. And as back then, beating them was the go to.
Oh, I see.
um, yeah, sucks to be. Oh, I did a big ass skipping there. Hold on, let me make the 98. I knew where I was at the very least. That's a little too far ahead, buddy. I kind of like how they had to set it up. 89.
Like an actual book.
Yeah, it's really nice. I wish more books like things would do that. Woo! I get to read more thingies.
We get to see more like ancient 1800s memes.
So
that's kind of what this is.
I guess this is how people viewed like quote unquote clicks in it. I guess in a way, or like the basic bitches of the time.
Yeah. So they're comparing fashion over the years.
The lady of fashion, which is in 1560, the court dress 1630, the fashion of 1800, fashion of 1825. Jesus Christ, what happened? What happened in between?
Yeah, it wasn't that long. What happened in 20 years?
The modern roof. Excuse me?
Poop.
The scarlet.
What the fuck is that?
You know, I think Jesus was right. Go back. This is the.
She looks like she's wearing a whole ass beehive in that last one.
I guess the most modern would be this one. It looks more minimal than all the others.
What's the go down a little bit? No, yeah, you're right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This one isn't that fucking far off either. I think that I think some girls had some shit like this booking before. It's not that far off.
Also, whoever drew this was very insistent on drawing their busts.
You know, it's sad to say, but girls literally did do this at one point. And they still do, actually. When I saw them out, they still do this.
Oh, where do her organs go?
Yeah, it's not really a topic what we talk about because we're guys, but females did a lot to look pretty, and they still do today.
As was it ancient Greece, they would put nightshade into their eyes to give themselves that doe-eyed look. That'll make you go blind, by the way.
You know, to insult females everywhere because I have to. Just this one time. So remember that the makeup you're using has whale shit in it. Yeah, it has whale shit. Remember, by putting shit in your face. I said it. You're putting shit on your face. You like that, huh?
I guess it's better than putting lead on your face.
You filthy horse.
Oh my god.
I'll edit it out. Or will I? I'll edit it out. I'll actually be precise with this one. The next one is the Argosy, which we can go to Wikipedia again for once. And back to the image slideshow with that one. And now back to the Googles. 1 second, people. We need to go to the Wikipedia page. So the Argosy, or the Argosy, or the whatever you want to call it, was an American magazine founded in 1882. The Golden Argosy, or it's a children's week. Okay, this is very important. It's a children's weekly. Basically, it's really cool that this is for children. Now, mind you, this is not the first one for children. There were others fucking prior. I actually do believe I made note of this. Actually, one moment. It's one of my freaking fun notes. I actually, oh no, I did not click note. But yes, there was a few other children's magazines out prior to this. That's okay though. So it was founded by Frank Munsey. Interesting name.
Interesting.
So this is a magazine that lasted for a quite long time. 1882 to 2016. Yes, it died recently.
Oh, yeah, only 10 or so years ago.
Yeah,
it's a little under.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it lasted so long, and Oz loves the covers.
Yes, a lot of the slideshows for this are the covers for this magazine because, oh my goodness, they go hard.
So the history, so this is actually where I'll say it's quite possible we'll do a separate video just based on the history of the Argosy because it has a rich history. The Golden Argosy, the Argosy, the DWART popular publications. There's a lot going on here for this magazine. It's really cool. But to not really waste our time forever on one magazine, we will now go and find the deliciousness that is the magazine itself. Because we have some covers to look at.
we have some strangeness to get into.
Yep. We want to go to one that's not from something a little well beyond our pathway here. Let's go to 1909. That'll work. What's the cover looking like? Okay.
All right, that's a cover. It's very Civil War focused. There's a guy trying to get a horse.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got ads.
Okay, right, we gotta do this.
All right.
Hey, it's you.
Shut up. I made a $2,400 in about 2 months. Holy shit! When is this magazine? 1909?
Yes, 1909.
God damn!
Yeah, it's kind of.
Are they saying he has? Good.
It's kind of crazy that this kind of ad is still relevant to in modern day.
I know.
Let's get in here a little bit more so we get a good look.
Writes one man a few months after becoming my representative in my big cooperative real estate business. No experience necessary. This man had none. I will teach you the business by mail, and there's no space, and appoint you my special representative.
I forgot to sorry, Oz. I forgot to change the screen so people can see this nonsense.
Oh, that's fair. You can work all or part of the time. Splendid opportunity for men without capital to become independent. Let me explain my offer to you and send you my free book.
Oh my god.
This is so sus.
The grift was always around. This grift has always existed. Holy fuck.
Of course it's from Kansas City.
So just giving people to view they didn't see the cover.
Yeah.
So learn
I'm more interested in these ads.
3 years of pay for the celebrated Meister piano. For comfort and ease, try Sharon eyeglasses. Cooper's underwear. Those are really big ones that cover the whole body.
The suits. Send no money.
Oh, it's these fucking
Webster's new. Oh my god, $8.50 for that is a lot of money back then.
You know,
free with each of the first 500 orders.
Okay, so we all seen these damn books before. We all seen damn doctor shows or damn lawyer shows. These books are always in the background. I don't know why, but they are. Ugh.
That's before the internet. I guess it was pretty intellectual to have one of these books.
And they have a typewriter because people want to see a fucking typewriter. The time for action, which it's a story. Let's skip ahead and okay, I know we're supposed to be reading
So
these.
this magazine was mostly stories, correct?
Yes,
And a lot of pulps.
yep, it had a whole lot of story and pulp going on. Of course, I'm being me and being more interested in the ad. Okay, clearly there's a whole lot of story going on here. Oh,
There's this. That was one story, by the way.
this is very important. This is the first ever damn pulp magazine.
Oh,
Yeah, I probably mentioned that part. It's the first ever pulp magazine.
we
Yeah,
got a little too interested in the funny advertising.
yeah. It's kind of this is a starting point for pulp that it came from this, and then we would. Okay, so the idea of pulp magazine is that it was made from pulp. Obviously, it's in the name. Um, it was a very cheap and inexpensive, so it was very easy to make. Like write on and all that shit. It was really great.
Mhm.
But this is actually where I think. Oh, that story was much shorter. You know what? Let's read a little bit of it. Not everything. It's, it can't be fucked. So, At His Mercy by Johnston Macaulay. Offer of a land of lost hope, shipmates with horror, etc. How a great city became practically dead and with strange conditions by those who braved the perils of the place. Chapter 1. The Invisible Wall. At 10 minutes after the hour of noon, on a bright day in April, the South Coast Limited was speeding towards the city of Merton at the rate of 60 miles an hour. Jerry Calkins, the veteran engineer, grasped the throttle firmly. His eyes watched closely the twin lines of steel ahead. The train was due at Merton in 3 minutes and was seven miles from the Union Station. Union Station! Okay, I'm sorry. I love trains. And Union Station, if I remember correctly, Union Station is not a thing anymore.
Oh,
I could be wrong. Let me see here. Oh wait, no. I was looking at something else. So Union Station is basically a joint terminal. So something else entirely.
ah,
So, Union Station Calkins was a man who detested being behind time. Suddenly, the locomotive shrieked. Well, we're the junction tower, commented his firemen. Well, we'll be no more than 5 minutes. Late at that. After all the bad luck we've had. Shut up, you fool! Calkins cried above the roar of the engine. 5 minutes amounts to something when we're driving the crack of a train around the road. Do you take this for the annual freight? We'll get called by the old man as much as though the 5 minutes was 5 hours. This is the last time I'm going to try. What the deuce? The fireman gave a cry of alarm. Jerry Calkins answered it with a cry of wonder. Then he swung on the throttle, quickly and stood out on the floor of the cab, shaking like a nervous wreck. Great drops of perspiration stood standing on his face. And you mean sweat, motherfucker?
perspiration.
Limited running at a mile a minute had stopped, as though it crashed against a stone wall. I, I thought we jumped the crack, Jerry gasped. What? We're still on the track, the freight man cried. What did it? There came a chorus of cries, and the coaches and sleepers behind. Passengers poured into cars and ran alongside a train of a locomotive, which is pretty easy to do at the time. They were finally from their seats, and many of them had received serious cuts and bruises. Ouch. They expected to find the results of a head-on collision to see mangled bodies of an oh,
Oh, is this a
oh.
murder story?
It might be like an accident. Okay, it's a little dick tease in there for all y'all. You have to read it yourself to figure out what's happening next.
Which issue is this?
Let's go into Gander. This is RCC, volume 60, number 2, 1905, 05. So, yeah, man. This is a neat.
I would recommend them. That wasn't actually that bad. That was a pretty good short story. I might have to pop one of these in one of these days and just kind of browse through it.
Yes. Okay. I know that I will say this really the disclaimer because the next one we're going to talk about is it's for women and I
You know what we're not, Scyther?
we're not women, but also important to note is that it's so it's not just for women, it's for lifestyle and products. And women were treated a very certain way, a very certain way around this time period, and
Terribly?
that I will say this: I do not view women in this way. They're viewed as more as a household product. um,
Like, I was gonna say like a nice cat, but you can go hard.
Good Housekeeping was founded in the year of 1885. So 139 years ago. And yes, it is still around to this very day. This is the first magazine we will be looking at that is still around today.
That's crazy.
Yes. It is very crazy. Um, so, um, this is a bi-monthly magazine. It's very important. So, they do it bi-monthly. And we actually already have a thing loaded up for us. Let's go to the first page.
Oh, it's an okay cover. What do you think of it?
I like it. The style is something I really love. I really adore.
She
Um,
does have a tiny head though.
she does. Shredded wheat biscuit with red raspberries.
Oh shit, we getting bougie tonight, boys.
A wholesome, delicious combination for summer. When everything needs to be coddled with a toothsome. Things that nourish and satisfy without disturbing the digestion.
Sorry, I have to use the voice. A wholesome, delicious combination for the summer day when the appetite needs to be coddled with toothsome things that nourish and satisfy without disturbing the digestion. What the fuck is toothsome?
I'm sorry, what the fuck is a shredded wheat company?
A shredded wheat biscuit?
Okay, hold on. The shredded wheat.
Is is
Wait.
that like the cereal?
Um, it's a breakfast. Wait, no. Like they're like so. Yes, it's a fucking food item, but like there actually was a company, like a fucking full on
Oh.
company. Okay, so they were a company founded by Denver lawyer Henry Perkin. Oh, he was the one who made a different method to turn wheat into biscuits.
Ah.
That's kind of crazy. Pop off.
So they're like shredded wheat biscuits. Okay. That is the name would imply.
So
They're literally like shredded wheaties.
So people, very important note. This is the very first company we've seen that now long gone. It's not existent. It exists anymore. But shredded wheat, of course, still exists, obviously.
It'd be weird if it didn't.
Yes. English homes. Well, English architecture and surroundings offer suggestions in American home builder. Okay. So we're seeing homes from long ago, people.
I wonder if any of these are still around.
Could be. Could be. We're a little skip over these. Most of these we can't really. The family pocketbook. Now, like I said before, it's gonna be a little offensive. Don't get your damn panties that much, but my damn lips hards. Ugh.
the the libs.
Yes, because I only know they would really get bitchy over this shit. Ugh. Needed water for I fucking damn start like owning the libs, I guess you could say. Don't worry, I also own fucking damn conservatives too. Ugh.
They can be cringe.
Is the American husband of a better class stingy in dealing with his wife? Like I said, don't get your panties in much.
A better class didn't. Okay, the phrasing that they use in these old publications. I feel like like I said, I'm having a fucking stroke. In dealing, if not stingy.
If not stingy, does he yet prompt his wife to ask for money rather than grant her allowance or keep her supplied to the extent of his ability, with money for her expenditure? A new and unique president for wives has been established in Chicago Metropolitan Court. A woman who, with the help of friends, rifled her stingy husband's pockets of $11 was acquitted by Judge Kimball. Oh, she snatched his shit.
Uh, this was a court case.
I guess so. A wife, said the judge, has the right to hold up her husband when he squanders his wages. It does not give her enough for her support. A bill was introduced in the English Parliament in the spring by Sir Charles Maclaurin to provide salaries for wives to devote their whole time to household duties and the care of their children. Were such a law to be made, a woman was occupied would have claim on her husband's husband during his life on his estate and after death, which is well probably pretty important. At least for two of those things, I don't think a woman or a man should have any control over a man or woman's wife the entire time. That's silly. Um, yeah,
I don't think anyone should have control over anyone like that.
yeah, that's kids are holding our top. Like, well, they're a kid. They don't
Well,
know what they're doing.
well, yeah, they need to be guided. I mean, any adult.
Unless they're mentally disabled, then I'm like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm being a dick.
Yeah, you're splitting hairs.
But wife often holds the purse strings. God, ain't that fucking truth.
Some things never change.
Oh, I love being offensive. Somebody's fucking mad in the fucking watching this. Yeah, you already know it. You're fucking pissed. You're angry.
Is this how we get viewers?
Yeah.
You just be bigoted on occasion.
Yep. Yep. The views are gonna flow in. They'll fucking flow. Let's see the dumb shit. Grandpa's pickles. Is he gonna fuck the pickles?
He's staring at me. He is intent on those pickles, and the woman knows what's happening. Look at her. Look at her in the background. She's snickering at him.
He's gonna take the pickles to the bathroom. You'll hear his noises. Like, what are you doing there, honey? And he's like, I'll be under in a minute.
We're cutting that.
Hold on, I'll make a short out of that one.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay, yeah, I'm just giving a man's mother. The kindergarten.
The art and the ads are where the joy is at.
Truly. This is before the ads really became right through all this shit. This is actually some good shit for real though. The tragedy of the talented Reginald. Oh, Reginald.
Oh, I miss him every day.
Oh, the old hat.
What the? Well, hold. No. You don't. What the fuck is that? Is she wearing a sombrero wrong?
No. It's the old Nordic hat. Yes. People used to dress their kids like this shit.
To collect rainwater?
No, it was just a cute little hat. They were a lot cuter in person. They look stupid like this. I have one somewhere.
Probably the artist. No offense to this now dead artist.
Turns out they're still alive somehow. Like, fuck you.
They are pissed.
Detroit. Let's see, your big excursion baby. I don't think you want an excursion baby. I don't think they don't need that.
Scyther, you don't know what I want.
You want an excursion baby? Okay.
I don't even know what that is, so I don't know yet. Maybe I can be convinced.
Old chairs and they look like chairs I would see today in the South.
That chair from the second to the left has gotten absolutely destroyed by some toddler, I bet.
There are one with some really good cheeks on there. I like how chairs have not changed much at all. Jesus, these look like chairs I've seen before already.
I think I know someone with one of these chairs.
Okay, I'm something fucked up. Chairs have gotten a bit thicker because people are fat asses in America. Yeah, I said it. I fucking said it. Fucking fatties keep breaking the fucking chair. So look at this. It's nice and thin, but now they're all nice and thick. So,
yeah, it also might be that we have better quality materials now.
No. It's all we get up and fat shame them. More views that way.
Oh god, we're turning into those political YouTubers. Hurry, Scyther, pick a side.
Clearly, right in the far center. So nobody can get mad at me.
Oh, we're gonna be Tim Pool?
Yeah.
Like early Tim Pool?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What the fuck
I
is
love
that?
taking stances. My what the fuck?
This is housekeeping. It looks like
The baby.
Like a horror monster. Okay. I can't say what I'm gonna say. But another time. Ooh, some neat designs. I wonder if anybody ever try recreate this shit. It'd be really cool.
It would be interesting. It would probably also be incredibly time consuming.
Oh, indeed. Posing Problems for Modern Mothers by Frederick White. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's see how common these problems are, and let's see if they're still here today. If you guys had sent your children gaily off to school one day, and then they met a racing motor as they started on their way, and an airplane almost hit them as it swooped across the land, we see we can't do that anymore. It'd be funny. We can't do that anymore. Then a balloonist dropped a bursting bag of sand. That's okay. That can still happen, but very unlikely. You more likely chance of being attacked by a damn shark than a balloon dropping damn sandbags on you.
Or bombs?
If they seem upset and nervous and excited, more or less, would you okay whipping or nursing governess? Oh no, man.
And what? Okay, what is that supposed to? I'm confused. What is this poem supposed to tell me?
So what I'm saying here is that if you send your kids out, to do all that, stuff that can really harm them, would you send them to a nursery, or rather in case, a daycare, or would you just like whip them, put them in line?
Oh,
Yeah.
so basically, you wouldn't put your kids through all this danger. Why would you put them through? I'm confused. Okay, I don't know what the message is.
Basically, they already lived through all this danger. Would you want to put them in a nursery, or daycare, where they'll be having fun, doing kid shit, or just keep them at home and discipline them, the old way? That's at least what I'm
Oh,
getting.
I see. Okay, fair enough. I think it's saying instead of sending your kids to school, just have an in-house educator.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Interesting thing. I guess this is mostly consumed by wealthier people, isn't it?
almost definitely. Oh, fucking pro. Be happiness and health insurance co-mutual. Yeah, I don't believe this. Happiness and insurance. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Never.
The cunning, the curing the comic supplement. Comic.
Oh shit! Is that a comic?
This is a comic.
Technically, the last thing was too, but
There was once a worthy woman who suddenly refused to let her little grandson read any of Mark Twain's books. Respectable, understandable. I should understand. They're pretty. They get a little iffy. Um, Someone asked her why. I read one of Mark Twain's so-called funny stories once. She replied, it told how a brutal drinking man filled a live frog with shot. Do you think for a moment I would let my grandson read anything by a man who considers it funny to write about such cruelty to a dumb animal?
I think you're taking it a bit far, lady.
Animal abuse is not poggers.
Still, I think there's worse things happening in literature.
Yeah, despite this good woman's opinion, when the same Mark Twain died, the whole nation mourned him as the greatest writer and humorist. And many of his eulogists, fathers of families, and some of them were cited as one of the funniest stories, The Jumping Frog, to which my grandmother had taken such exception, receiving comic supplements of newspapers had considerable criticism, much of the same line as the grandmother. Whereas Mark Twain's kindergartners and parents have complained that the comic supplement is tawdry, inane, and vulgar. Okay, so this is okay. I'm standing for the thing here. So this is a common thing. It's a modern age issue too. Is that people can't take a fucking joke.
People are just really. Is this whole article? Think about the children.
Yeah. Jeez, it's kind of weird seeing something that rings true to modern day like so much, but it's not missing. It's really just hitting all the bells.
Scyther, if it's not too much work, could you edit in just a picture of like a modern headline version of this? Just
Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get some Sony Vegas, and we're gonna have fun with this one. uh, also, then the parents and boys and girls who read it, abounding in slang. Badly drawn and crudely colored, the International Kindergarten Union has proposed a concerted effort to establish a wholesome page. Various suggestions have been made for killing the comic by not taking newspaper that publishes it, but by removing the comic supplement before the children see the paper. Well, You could have done it to begin with, not making damn whole shit stirring about it. You could have done it to begin with. I'm just saying, I get it. A kid actually probably shouldn't be see something that promotes, animal abuse, but at the same time, it's your job as a parent. I assume that she is very much taking care of this child. She's probably the guardian. She should read it. It's like, okay, well, it's not good. Okay, well, he's not reading it then. No big deal. It's whatever. But the fact she had to go to the news and say, oh yeah, nah, fuck that. Okay, there. Fuck that dude. Um, we are not letting this slide. Number one op already dead, by the way.
Yeah,
What the
what?
fuck?
By golly, I couldn't stand on my hand. Who would have what? She's on her hands? What?
What the fuck is he?
Hello there. It's a cryptid.
Oh. Are we having a Goonometer for this shit too?
God damn it, Tyler.
Actually, we missed Mike if we get into different Playboys.
We're not gonna read Playboy on stream.
Maybe we don't have much nudity at all anyway. What would vet them, reread them?
I hate that you're right. I also hate to admit on our public YouTube channel that we've read through them, but it'd be like that.
It's how it is, people. Get over it, people. Porn is forever, and it's been here since the start, probably.
Even though most of it isn't even porn.
It's okay. It's soft porn.
Now I'm starting to understand I read it for the articles. Because honestly, like, they might have a point,
Shit, it's really hit me that this could have actually just been a stream. We've been talking a whole lot. No dead air at all.
Well, fair, but we've also said a lot of offensive things that you're gonna have to edit out.
I might out some of it. Some things are staying because it's based, and I like views.
Oh god, are we gonna go viral? Am I gonna have to worry about getting canceled because I'm associated with you?
It's okay. Trump's now in office. Canceling is over for like 4 years. We'll be okay.
Well, let's get famous in those 4 years then.
The conservatives rule Twitter. The libbies are going to blue sky.
Why do you say it like it's a monarchy?
Why not? The bathing suit of back then, kind of based. Oh, it's not for her. Oh, you mean this shit? Yeah.
Oh,
it's cute.
Oh, it's the suit she wears when she's bathing her baby.
It's cute. Very cute.
That's kind of wholesome. Yeah, no.
Is that fucking doily? It's not like a doily.
Braided? It's just a cloth. Okay. It's a lunch cloth.
Edible mushrooms, and where to find them? If I took advice from this, and because there's mushrooms in my area, think I'll die?
No, but you'll probably develop a condition.
Man. None of that. It's really in Boston area mushrooms. The cooking. Okay, never teach us how to cook the mushrooms.
You got a recipe.
Death from canned fruit. Okay. The idea. I do love the idea that they're trying to teach us to avoid dying from canned fruit.
I assume back then canning was a much less reliable process.
Almost definitely. Canning and preserving in the fireless cooker. Jeez. What to eat in July? Oh, let's see your lunch schedule before we go to the next magazine.
I assume the same thing you ate in June?
Okay. Breakfast for Sunday is stewed gooseberries, eggs a la Benedict, and coffee. Lunch would be lobster salad.
Sorry, I just need to say something. I thought this was England because of that. Who in their right mind is eating goddamn gooseberries?
Don't forget, this is an American magazine, so this is all for us. Crust sandwiches, iced tea. Dinner is cream of spinach, fish and ramekins, buttered beets, new potatoes, fruit, and coffee.
I'm sorry. Buttered beets?
Sounds like it make my name shit turn red or something. No, thank you.
No. Here's my question, right? why would you butter beets? It's not going to absorb the butter. It's a beet.
Let's see, for next day, we have why is dinner here? What the fuck? Whatever. Uh,
Because remember, oh no, lunch. No, yeah, they still got it right. Supper. Oh, I forgot. Dinner's a separate meal from supper.
mushroom omelet, lettuce sandwiches, Russian tea.
Mush lettuce sandwiches?
Won't cat mushroom omelet sound banging?
No, I totally eat that. If you were like, hey, Oz, you want a mushroom omelet? Hell yeah.
Sliced cold veal. That is horrible. Lima beans. Okay, that's banging. Gooseberry tarts. That's what American name gooseberries. Veal souffle. Stuffed
They
baked
really want to
potatoes.
use that veal, man.
Yeah, this is most definitely in Boston. It's pretty expensive getting veal from up where I'm at. Clam chowder.
Wednesday breakfast. Sorry, raspberry cereal, muffins, and coffee.
Used to be a country. The
Apparently,
vegetarian.
not. We were stopped being one in 1880 something or
Veget
1906.
Sorry, vegetarians get their own thing too.
That is strangely progressive.
Okay, so something that I've learned is that all this mumbo jumbo for like the last like decade or so, where people were getting very woke and shit. No, this is not like a new thing. This has been a thing like in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. Is that people are very, 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 very fucking annoying about it now. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm just got them damn doubts like, wow, people are always this annoying. I like it. Humans.
I don't know how annoying it is because it seems if you talk about old timey vegetarians, they don't really. It's just like their preference.
No, no, no. Preferences don't exist. We're American. You eat a damn big ass juicy burger, some French fries, and your wife has a big fat pair of tits or an ass. You can't have both. Sorry, unless she just has fake tits, I guess, and then you can.
Anyways,
Wait. There's one last thing I have to add. Also, you have a damn truck boat truck. You're a real one if you know what I mean.
truck, boat, truck.
Yeah, you're a real one if you know what I mean.
Why you gotta say it so esoteric?
Let's see what we got here. Raspberries, eggs, toast, coffee, poached eggs on the popovers, coffee. Pretty simple stuff. Nothing too
Fruit
neat.
with what is with these people in cereal?
I mean, it was pretty easy to like pretty cheap. I mean, shit.
That's fair. Friday.
We have seasonal looking foods. We have seasonal looking foods. Cherry pudding,
Frozen cuss. Oh, that's the dessert. Sorry, that's not breakfast.
bacon, good.
Tongue toast. Tongue toast.
I don't want any tongue toast,
Near the
please.
bottom on the right hand side.
Tongue to Ew. Wait. English muffins. Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna look up what tongue toast is. One second.
This one's the next page.
Oh nope, it's sandwich with beef tongue.
That's disgusting. Okay, so you see a problem with eating tongue and stuff like that. So it's very heavily regulated because eating tongues in certain parts of an animal's body can cause gout, and that's one of the areas.
Man, I'm sorry to anyone who's gotten it, but imagine having gout in 2025. Do you ride a horse and tell your peasant fuckers what to do?
So next up, we have National Geographic. Because Good Housekeeping, while it was great, we should probably get to the next goodies.
Oh, fair. Sorry, we've spent a lot of time on good housekeeping. It's fine.
We'll live. So I'll go to the Wikipedia article and National Geographic, formerly known as the National Geographic magazine, or sometimes Nat Geo, is an American magazine founded in 1888. And no, there is not one singular author. It's by a fucking society. So yeah,
Okay.
it still exists today, obviously. And it has a very interesting day monthly for its release schedules.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It has
That's pretty
over.
standard.
Yeah, it has roughly thousands upon thousands of issues, potentially even 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think National Geographic.
It's a science-based thing, so we're gonna see a lot of things that are just wrong.
So National Geographic going to start out as notably as a fucking journal, but would then
Hmm.
become a magazine in 1905.
Okay.
So we have it loaded here. It looks a lot different from the Nat Geos you all know now today, don't it?
Remember Nat Geo Wild? I just remembered that. Anyways.
Oh jeez. Oh no, you can't just paint on me like, man, jeez.
Glimpses of Siberia. Russia's wild east.
Oh,
Okay.
look at this car. Better than anything in modern day. Look at that drip.
Aren't those wooden wheels?
Damn right. You're sexy. Mm.
I think you get some rose tinted glasses there.
No. Modern day cars, easily squishies. They're all squishy. Old cars, not so squishy. Ah. How trademark fixes your responsibility for your lumber purchase.
My lumber? Stop assuming my lumber purchases, alright? Weyhauser Forest Productions?
Okay, lumber is purchased regularly today because it's modern day. We use lumber for almost everything, obviously. Um, but geez, there's a whole thing for lumber. Cool. Don't leave them behind. Oh, the ads! I love me
What
some
is
ads.
what is that face on that first ad? Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh,
it cut off.
is that intentional?
It may have been from the scanning. Probably the scanning. Let's say the scanning.
I don't want to see the whole face. Name weed on every hook. What?
Weed tire chains.
Weed.
I wonder if it's that kind of weed.
I doubt it.
You know what? Hold
Could
on.
you imagine smoking a
Weed
tire?
chains for car tires. Oh, oh. It um oh. I guess they no. Okay, no. Harry Weed. So it's just named after a damn guy.
Sorry, his name is Harry Weed.
Yeah.
Is he friends with Hugh Janus?
I hope he is. Uh,
I'm gonna start using that now. Hi, my name is Harry Weed.
Crane 1920. 1885. I mean 1855. Ooh. Convenience and protection. Facility in selecting and obtaining complete fixtures and other materials needed for any heating or sanitation system. It's not only the advantage of Ford owners and Orchets and contractors by the Crane line. Convenience is supplemented by the protection that results from one central source of supply and one high standard blah blah blah. Okay. It's the some company from like Chicago. And as
Oh,
always, I have to check. Is Crane Co. Chicago still around? Um, they're around still, and
oh wow.
they've been skyscraper too. Ooh,
They've been around since 1855. Wow, that's a legacy.
that I really love like looking at the damn brands of all this dumb shit. Like they're
Mhm.
still around. Oh my god, like it's so cool to me. Mazda,
Hey,
Mazda.
we know they're still around.
Yep.
Yeah, they're General Electric. Okay.
Ooh.
Connecticut ignition.
Ooh.
Full current wins on Pikes Peak Classic. Oh, telephones.
Yeah. Oh, this thing real good at
Oh,
cell
they
phones. Not cell phones. It's real
oh
good
yeah.
phones.
Good will triumph under test.
Yeah, we can see this one like that one. Safe, good, ever convenient. Self identifying best funds for travelers. ABA, American Bankers Association. Checks.
Oh, oh God! Imagine advertising your checks.
Is that still one thing? Oh, it is.
No one writes checks anymore.
Really? My phone boss did. It still does.
Fair. I mean, unless you're an employer, obviously, but most people do just direct deposit.
So you see, some people don't like the government or trust in any of that shit. So, especially boomers. Give me my fucking check.
Save $65 on your site. How expensive it? Sorry, $1 down. You can rent. Sorry, you can install payments for an encyclopedia.
Still can today.
Can you imagine setting up a payment plan for books?
No. No, I can't. I'll buy it outright. LW's shoes.
I think you're missing something. An acid paste is best. Prevent tartar. A case of Proria is toothpaste.
I want to buy it. I want to use it.
I mean, it's literally Listerine, I think.
No. That's the fake shit that we have today. This is the original. This is the OG shit.
I'm sure it has asbestos in it or something.
That's okay.
Or mercury.
That's okay. That's very okay.
Wait, can you scroll down just a little bit? Let me see if there's anything funny they mentioned in this. Oh, they don't say what's in it. Damn it.
Of course not. There's no rules yet. Yeah, there's no rules yet. They don't need to do that. That's for losers who need to comply to the woke people that care about what's in their food and damn products. Fucking whiny babies.
Yeah, you don't want to get poisoned, you beta bitch.
Yeah, damn right. Fucking betas. Fucking losers. You want to die? Live a little.
Die a little. Come on. Oh god, that art is terrible.
Your home is heated, be it college or a mansion. Why not your automobile? Okay.
I don't know if that's true. I don't think most homes are heated in 1920.
Actually, hold on. We can actually fact check that. How? Actually, what percentage of homes were heated?
You might want to say in the 20s to get the answers a little more broad.
A very small percentage, about 1% of U.S. homes had electricity, which means they probably had heating systems.
So that means, and you need electricity to have a heating system, really, unless it's like gas, but that sounds dangerous.
Or coal, I guess.
Yeah, so do they mean like a fireplace?
Perhaps.
In which case, I think most homes have had fireplaces forever. It's like one of the main purposes of a home.
The cool idea of this is that they're proposing this type of shit for like heating for cars, which is a very novel idea for right now.
Yeah, I mean, every car pretty much has heating at the moment, obviously.
And of course, like, what do you mean, everybody? I'm unique. I like bitches being cold, not all sweaty. Ew. Brown Brothers and Co.
That's gotta be a car exclusively made for LA.
Brown Brothers and Co. Men like Ivory soap. We do. Ivory
Is that
soap.
a racism thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
They're just talking about soap. Okay, they're actually just talking about soap. Alright, okay.
You never use Ivory soap, Oz? It's good. It's really good and good.
What is ivory soap?
Okay, okay, so it's a brand it's a brand of soap. Or rather a bar of soap. It's a very particular thing going on here. So if you were rich, rather bougie, you had Ivory soap.
Oh, so it's like fancy people soap.
Yeah, for rich boys. Not really though. It's pretty cheap.
Medium or medium class, yes, middle class soap.
Yeah, it's the good shit. Real men love themselves some Ivory soap, and so will your woman.
Thanks.
What
is that?
Falconry.
Oh,
I
okay.
I love falconry. I love it. It's a dying art, by the way.
Birds.
And okay, falconry. It's such a weird hobby, and I really want to get into it.
Just to fulfill the dad lore for whenever you have if you have kids.
Also to attack people.
You have some weird lore.
And also to attack people. Just
Let's
imagine.
keep going
No.
before.
Oz, imagine this. I'm about to be attacked by cops. I'm like, Nimsy, Phoenix, attack!
Like you're an anime villain.
You see a bunch of damn birds swarm the cops. They take the damn gun like I trained them to do. Yes.
You are now on a watch list.
I would tell the birds now, fly me away, my pretties. Fly me away. They're never gonna drop me
And
by mistake.
and they will promptly drag you across the floor.
I want to see the cops' reaction to that stupid shit. Like, oh,
And then you make your escape.
oh, it's so pretty. Ooh.
It is burb.
It is extreme. Ooh, it's very detailed for fucking what 18 something.
Hell yeah.
Actually, when was this again? Oh, it's 1920. I mean 1820.
Whatever.
Same shit.
I'm sure it isn't, but
They're not that much different. Nah, it's a lot different. But who cares?
oh my god, they got a whole thing on falconry.
Good. It's a manly activity.
Manly.
Name one girl you know that does falconry. I'll wait.
Name one man you know who does falconry.
Jim Bessette.
You know Jim Bessette?
Yeah, he's my coworker.
Oh.
Yes.
He's doxed your coworker.
It's okay, that's his real damn name.
Oh, good.
How did he dox my coworker?
Yeah, because that would dox you.
The Falcon's Fist. Noting that down for any TRPG stuff.
The Falcon, that is definitely going to be an item.
American Birds of Prey, review of their value. Oh my god, they are really going in for birds.
I know, National Geographic's all in on birds today.
This is really nice. My husband's really flaring up today.
Flaring up like it's arthritis.
Okay, that's enough.
Ooh, that's some ruins. Interesting. Fair
yeah,
enough.
this is enough National Geographic. We've seen this a lot more, a hell of a lot more.
We will. I assume. I don't know what you were thinking, Scyther, but I feel like just whenever we're feeling like whenever we get too bogged down by all the historical stuff, we'll just pop into some random magazines.
Yeah. Outside of the ones I of course listed as essential. I will of course always take suggestions for other ones of the. So it'll be a bit before we get to it because we're still like what three magazines left before we no fucking four.
Yes.
Before we end this off, but I will of course go over a few I did not talk about because they're kind of important to mention. So next up is the Strand magazine, and I will let Oz handle the Strand magazine. Can you handle
yes.
that?
Yes, I can do that. The Strand magazine is one that I know you were looking forward to us talking about. I don't know how much we're going to get in depth because it's a story magazine and I don't think it has a whole lot of photos. It is a mystery magazine. It is British, of course, because this is the magazine where Sherlock Holmes was first housed, correct? Is this the first appearance? Okay. Which would eventually get compiled into books. And I think there's some other stories. Definitely the most famous is Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
All of these have a very heavy theme of mystery, and it ended in 1950.
Yes. Unfortunately, it did not last. Like all the others. But hey, it has a name like standing damn legacy. It's very important.
It's also a little bit more niche.
True. Which I won't lie. When it comes to things like this, and of course, I mentioned like repeatedly that we probably won't go over the ones that are like way in the past. But I would not mind covering stuff like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'll have to read the stories at some point.
Yeah. I love Sherlock. He's literally the original Batman.
Pretty much, but no, there's some action in the original Sherlock.
Yeah, there's some action going on. It's a whole lot of fucking fun stuff going on. We'll get to it. So we already have a Strand already loaded up, and and there's a whole bunch here, a whole lot of Strand. That's okay though.
Barbara Streisand?
God no, Trainwreck.
Oh,
That was mean.
okay. That was. I mean, she's a celebrity. Who cares?
Yeah, they're all train wrecks. Fuck them.
1891.
Yep, like you know, like I said before, this is very heavy on the actual story stuff, as you can all tell.
I do appreciate that every page has art. That is a really nice touch. That is really high quality.
It also might explain as to why we're not around anymore. This is probably expensive.
It's probably very expensive to print like this.
It also didn't help that in a whole, you know, World War II of them, in fact, what happened in this magazine's lifetime. In a Great
And the
Depression.
Depression. Yep.
Yeah, that certainly didn't help its survival. Hey,
No.
but it's all the start of a Cold War. You got to see that. No, fuck. That means we missed out on all the communist stuff that could have been in James Bond, not James Bond, fucking Sherlock Holmes. Fuck.
No! We never got Sherlock Holmes fighting communism.
Oh, I would have loved that. That would have been fucking bee's knees. The kids say.
I don't think any kids say that. I think that's a 1920s thing.
I used to say it all the time. I'm a pure soul. uh, um, so we can pick any story we want. Let's rush ahead because like these are all really old ones. Let's get around to 1918. Take me
Oh,
away.
take me away
Let's see
to
here.
motherland. Thank you. Um,
Okay, we got a nice little index for us. Ooh.
oh, the unique illustrations of our war trophies. Oh no, we got ads, and someone put their hand on the scanner.
You bastard. Get your hand off there.
Chairman, a delightful tobacco.
What if it's still around? I don't care to look it up, though.
The Sea Devil. How long is the story?
Let's take a gander.
Oh God.
It's a
Oh
longie.
God. It's not complete.
It is not. This is a long ass shit. Yeah, this is a really longer one. I'm more here
Oh,
for
there's the scanner's hand again.
the. I'm gonna be real. I'm more here for the pictures at
The
this
art.
point. Yeah, that Trotsky. Not fucking damn fucking Lenin.
I was gonna say Trotsky.
Yeah, man.
You've
Easily Trotsky.
you've seen depictions of Trotsky. He was in that one movie that really liked to dunk on it. What was that movie called? October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks fucking badass. I can deal with this.
I kind of. This is gonna make me sound like a complete dingus, but I really wish books still had pictures in them like this, or stories had pictures in them.
Oh, better days. Better days. Better
Back when people
days.
didn't make it to 40s.
Take me fucking back when Germany was actually better than it
You
is now.
you're you're kidding, right?
Let's take a look at current Germany. Overran by immigrants who caused the rape of my people for 2 years. A caste system of a bunch of people who are all idiots. Not knowing what they do, not knowing what they're doing. I think the 1910s Germany actually was superior. That's just me, though. I mean, unless you want to be potentially raped or murdered or God knows what under a dumb leadership.
I guess the potential. I'd rather take that than living as a almost medieval peasant.
Shit, I'll be a peasant. I'll live it up. Or just for a flag this damn drippy. Look at this shit. This is pure drip. Plus, you're a man. Chance of you being raped is not that high anyway. But if you're a woman, that answer would be wholly different. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at him. Oh, look at these. Look at that. Did they steal a fucking table? They did.
They stole a table.
What the fuck? This is a really bad job.
I know the page is escaping. Don't shoot! My hands are up. Then look at me, you idiot!
Oh god. Oh jeez.
Oh my god, was that a giant aircraft?
Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big boy.
How many engines are on that thing?
Enough to power a whole city, I assume.
Yeah, their gas bills must be insane.
Oh,
The execution of shapes.
not the shapes. Okay, as you can all tell, it's a Stray magazine. But there's one
It's stories and editorials mostly by the looks of it.
yeah, the next one I hate. Oh, actually, I didn't mention this because it wasn't really relevant up until now. I can talk about it now. So, for the stories we've seen so fucking far, the HRE, the Kingdom of France, but then there's the fucking British, who we would see the Kingdom of England, then the Kingdom of Great Britain, then the Empire of Great Britain, all in the span of the few things we've seen thus far.
Mm.
It's kind of crazy to see the rise of involved empire. We're just looking at the magazines.
A limited source of data, I guess.
Yeah. So next up is fucking Vogue. Yeah,
Mm.
Vogue. Oh, how I despise
Oh
it.
yay, fashion magazine.
So Vogue is important. It's okay. As much as I hate fucking Vogue, it is such one of the most important magazines on the planet. One might say. Because well, it covers culture, fashion, and of course, all things women. It's important, people. No matter how much I might dislike it, it does cover culture and fashion is important to humans because we're all veiny bastards.
Fashion is the choice.
Yeah, I prefer to be naked, but society doesn't like that. So we can peer pressure me to not be naked. Bastards.
Scyther is the nudist.
I am. Okay, actually, story time with Cypher. So I actually, on Christmas, I actually have a tradition where I actually walk around naked.
Why do the people have to know this?
Because if you were to suffer, they had to suffer too. We're,
Thank you.
we're commies here. We're commies. So I will first and foremost read a little bit about Vogue for all the people here. Although I'm sure some woman in here probably knows about Vogue. God help your soul. Uh, it was founded in 1892, so 132 years ago, and it's still around today. Nice. Or
Nice.
yeah, or bad if you hate Vogue like me. But you see, some fun knowledge here is that the first ever outside Vogue was the British Vogue, established in 1916. Yay! 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 Vogue.
More fashion.
Yes. So Vogue, actually, fun fact, was not founded by Condé Nast, who is the owner of Vogue, or rather, the former owner of Vogue. He's long dead.
I
Um,
would hope so. He's like, oh, he's a vampire?
So Arthur Baldwin Turner would found Vogue. It was originally a weekly newspaper based in New York, and it was sponsored by Christopher Wright. Its first issue was, if I believe correctly here, was 10 cents, which equals about $3.39 today. Or excuse me, in 2023.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
He wanted to create a fucking publication that would celebrate the ceremonial side of life. One that would attract sages, as well as a debutante, men of affairs, as well as the belle. Men were immediately, not so long after, removed from the equation. And don't get me wrong, of course, men's fashion is also still included, but let's be real, the eye can't eat the women. Let's be
And
real.
probably the fashion that's in it.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this penis head looking lady here with the Metropolis clearly
Yeah,
inspired it.
she looks like the robot lady from Metropolis.
Ooh, we get ads. Ooh, a piano ad.
Oh my god,
French
imagine being rich enough
Renaissance.
to buy a magazine that features pianos.
French Renaissance design. Oh, you forgot the French were still like beloved or something like that.
Oh.
I think like they're still like not like beloved by people. What a world of difference. Just the right stocking makes. Whoa. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna get into it. Fuck. I'm gonna get into it. They're not wrong. The right stocking will make all the difference.
I can't even tell there's a stocking there.
My
Also,
perverted
that art on the right is banging.
my perverted eyes can tell there's a stocking.
course they can.
Yes, yes, they can. What the fuck? This has to be racist. This has to be racist, right?
These are all white people.
Oh. Are you assuming that?
Well, they're white.
Are you
So,
assuming
I
a black
guess.
person cannot be white? Yeah,
Yes.
that's me cut out
I
the
think
fucking
I'm pretty
video.
safe in that assumption.
Yeah, that's me
I
cut out the
think.
fucking video. That's me
I
cut.
feel like you're saying all this now, but the next day when you're editing this, you're just gonna be sitting there like, "What the fuck?"
I feel like me the next day would be like, this is pretty banging. I'm gonna keep it in here.
You say that now, I'm just gonna get a text in the middle of my workday.
I'm gonna clip it. Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna put it as a short. It'll be great.
Oh God. I need to start working on some more shorts.
Open a magazine to help shopping by mail. Ooh, a magazine. Ooh, magazine inception.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oatman magazine. Oh, so it's gone. Oh, sadly, it appeared in 1931. I believe it was probably bought out by fucking Vanity Fair eventually at one point or another.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay, I don't know why it was immediately in my mind when Taylor Swift, like the face is like, oh.
I get it. They all do look like horrible caricatures of themselves.
Yeah. The smart Bonvalent curtain. Jesus. It's too see-free for me. I mean, unless people want to see my balls, I guess.
Frocks. You want a frock?
No. I didn't think on it. Oh yeah, this is pure drip.
I love how the car is realistic, but the person in the car is drawn in the usual style.
I like that. I really like that.
It's cute.
Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit of a sucker for this really short hairstyle. I really am. I'm a sucker for it.
All the flapper hair.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for fucking for shit.
That's fair.
I fucked up.
What'd you do?
For the last almost 2 hours, you've been muted.
You're fucking with me.
Get it. I had you going there for a second there, didn't I?
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Your heart drops your ass.
Oh god, I got to do this shit again.
I'm fucking with you. That was too easy. Some people were just Van Relief silk stockings. No. It's too rough. It's too rough. I said it's too rough.
Fair enough.
Betty Wales brings New York and Paris to you. What's Betty Wales?
That's gonna be a hard job.
Betty Wales. Oh, there's a whole brand based on this woman.
Oh.
And there's a whole crime-looking novel based on her too. What the fuck was this woman doing? Okay, she created the Betty Wales series. That's kind of based.
Interesting.
You know, I respect a woman who can write. Too bad you're dead. Otherwise, we would write together or something. I don't know what people do.
Sounds pretty gay.
Hey, if you know what? I'm tired of you disrespecting women. Women can write too.
I'm fine with female authors. Oh, we're gonna have this out. That's toplessness.
Oh. Okay, so it's not racist.
On the right.
Oh no. That's pretty based. That's pretty based. I support this. Oh yeah, I forgot. People were still using these terms.
I'm not gonna say that.
So
it might be a slur.
so Orient is still used. This is referring to people that live in Australia and New Zealand. And typically if you're white and you lived in this general region of South Asia.
I see.
I only knew this because I recently played a Hearts of Iron mod that talks about it.
the best source of education.
See, Scotland, the romance, the land of romance. Really? Really?
Scotland? Scotland? The land of romance.
I
I I think not.
think the
When
fuck
you
not.
think of romantic countries to go to with a woman, or man, I don't care. Do you think of Scotland?
No, I think of fucking Paris, France. I think of from Poland of all places. I, I think of
Spain, maybe? Like
Spain.
Madrid?
Okay, even Russia comes to mind over fucking Scotland.
And to be fair, yeah, Russia, not a super great country for a romantic trip, especially not at the current moment. But certainly more than Scotland.
Don't get twisted. I love the Scots, but your land is not known for its romance.
I'd rather go to London for romance than I'd go to
Oh,
Scotland.
I'm gooning this
It's
train.
a,
The
can
summer.
you buy it? You can buy it. Oh my god. Oh no, it's a train trip. Okay.
I wonder if they still run.
I don't think so.
Man, you know, if only I can go back in time.
To ride an old clunky
You're
train?
damn right. France through the eyes of her immortals. Sounds kind of hard. Not gonna get.
That is way too hard for this article. Is that a camel lab?
Yes, it's a kit. Okay, this is a brand that's still around today, by the way.
Yeah. For the 5 people who still smoke regular cigarettes.
Page, the most beautiful car in America. I never heard of a Page car. What is a Page car? I mean, so this
An
is
old timey car brand.
so
For sure.
this is something I can actually mention now. I mean, we're probably not going to talk about the media of cars because it's not really out of our interest. But cars are seeing
Or media.
no. There's also so damn cars, sports, magazines. There's movies.
Fair.
There's art. There's a whole media fucking for it. But it's a whole thing that right now cars are seeing a resurgence in brands. I mean, there's okay, the brands today are like fucking Kia, Toyota, Ford, fucking damn BMW, but now there's all sorts of damn brands coming out, like older brands that like, wow, we even thought you were dead. I have returned.
We are definitely seeing a revival of older media.
Which I
For
love.
better or for worse.
So the Page car brand actually went defunct in 1928.
Oh.
Yeah, they have. Oh, okay. So they disappeared because they were acquired.
Mm.
Yeah, by the Graham brothers. I've never heard of
Graham
you.
Cracker.
And then Nathan founded a company called Graham Page, which then go defunct. And then became the are you fucking kidding me? It all goes back to those bastards.
Oh?
The Madison Square Garden Entertainment Corporation.
Oh.
Yeah, so Page is now the Madison Square Garden Corporation.
Interesting.
It's kind of weird. I don't like it. Okay, this is escaping me like cryptid things, and I don't like it. Girls camps. Ah, good days. Oh, these are actual ads, like full-on ads in the book.
These are the little ones. This is like one of those catalogs.
Batila Wicked Camps.
I don't want to think about that. Camp Farwells. All right. Bonnie, dude. Oh, Camp for Boys, Selkirk.
This is weird. That Tila Wicked Camp shit is actually still around today.
Interesting.
Oh, okay, yeah. So girl camps, boys camps. Yeah, it's a bunch of camp shit.
Oh, that makes sense.
New York girls, Central Atlantic girls. Oh, we all get our shit.
Schools.
Yeah, we all get our schools, people. Southern girls. The superior kind of girl, might I add.
Okay.
Okay, West Coast bitches are vain and bitchy. East Coast bitches, what happened to them? Southern bitches, that's where it's at. Oh, okay, of course. Also, the people in the middle of the country, they're all nice and chunky. I love that.
Costume. I can confirm. Um, Poem. I think we've seen enough of Vogue.
Yeah. I gonna lie. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It has a lot of things I actually enjoy looking at. I might see some more of this.
Yeah, it'd
um.
be if we do another deep dive, it'd be definitely be worth it.
So next up is Reader's Digest. This is where this also is still a current one that's still around today. Yeah, so basically for all the last ones we're basically looking at here is Vogue, Reader's Digest, and Time. They're also around, obviously, which is great.
Yeah,
So
I think Reader's Digest and Time need little introduction. I think for Reader's Digest, it's what it sounds like. It's for literature, correct?
yes, so it's of course its format is a digest. You see, Reader's Digest is very, very important. It is if not one of the most important magazines to ever really come out.
Mm.
Because it would introduce condensed articles, basically shorten them down into readable formats, which is very important for people that have a very short attention span. So the modern youth, but that's okay. um, um, yeah. Honestly, it doesn't really need much introduction. We'll say the year it came out is in 1922. Yay. And its creator was DeWitt Wallace and Layla Bell Wallace. They were lovers.
Mm.
So we realize just right here. Look at this fucking cover. This is nothing like how they have them today. A word of
I
thanks.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna say covers have definitely improved.
Oh, this is before we got married.
Oh,
Ooh, that's very cool. Prison facts. Oh no.
okay. Just gonna open with that.
Only a part of the article dealing with the current disciplinary methods in condensed below. Logging is not yet out of date. Marking men good through solitary confinement. Iron cage to fit human form. Surprises in a model prison.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay.
next article.
Story of a premature peace report.
Oh,
The inside story of how a historic occurrence came to pass, told for the first time by one of the few persons acquainted with the facts. Mr. Harford, a lawyer in New York City, was at the time the Army Intelligence in the officer at Brest. Okay, no. I need to talk about it. It's still in my mind, and I know we're supposed to be here and talk about magazines. I cannot get the idea of Long, Connecticut out of my mind.
why is Long Connecticut on your mind?
Because originally Connecticut was supposed to be really big and really long, and
Hmm.
it went from Connecticut itself all the way over to Michigan. Oz, we almost had that.
Oh,
We almost had that, and those stupid assholes in Pennsylvania ruined
I can live without Long Connecticut. I'm gonna be honest.
it. But the long women.
I don't know if that would have any effect on anyone.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna be
no, no.
honest.
I'm like, do his legs go all the way up? Like,
God
sure we do. And like, there's nothing there. I'm like, run away. Good Family Guy. Untying the apron strings. Courageous Mothers of a Day. A parade that was okay. It's really short, sweet, and condensed. I don't want you to read anything. I love this. This is
damn.
forever.
They just give you the summary.
If only everything was like this. Oh man, reading the Bible? Nah, bro, I got you.
Cliff notes.
Why Thomas A. Edison selects men for executive positions who make the best showing in answering a list of questions on all sorts of subjects.
Okay.
You know, that's a good way of doing it. See, my idea was like it's like torture him for a little bit for a few days, and the one who survives would be the executive.
What?
What? Do you not approve of Gantt style torture?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you're the weird one.
I think that reminds me. Gantz will be mentioned a lot later once we get to the Animu stuff. We're not there
Oh
yet.
no.
Whatever is new for women is wrong. Exactly.
What? What? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's see here. Boundaries that have been raised during in the past century as women have achieved new steps of her independence. Kindergarten and baby
Oh no, it's
carriages,
anti-suffragette.
conventions, riding habits, women positions, education, unaccompanied women, baby shows, new dances, women acrobats. Ugh. Ugh.
What will they think of
Women's
next?
photographs. Ah.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, okay, you see here. Which thing here do I agree with? Obviously,
No!
obviously,
No!
unaccompanied women. No, no, think about it. Think about it. Where I live, if a woman is unaccompanied, the chances of her being raped or killed is very high.
I when they mean accompanying, they mean like her husband
Uh,
or her father specifically.
I'm just saying, you're looking down on our ancestors a little too much. They were not that bad of people. They were pretty horrible.
No, what the hell are you talking about?
They were not that horrible.
They're literally the fucking worst. The reason we have to say don't compare your modern values to historical figures is because their values are dog water.
I don't know. I hate to be a beat damn dead horse, but I mean, if, if humans today are celebrating assassinations, are we really that different? um, but on a serious note, it's really important that women have rights. I support women's.
Multiple, in fact.
There's more than one. There's more than one, unless they're a singular hive. They're a hive mind. It all makes sense.
That would be terrifying.
It would be. But the thing I think is very important to mention before we get deeper in here is that it's really wild that women have the rights they do today. It's all because of one dude getting lettered by his mom. I raised you right. You know what to do. He was the tiebreaker.
Imagine being a tiebreaker because your mom was basically like, I'm gonna be so disappointed in you if you don't vote for this bill. Shit, okay, I guess I gotta.
He was the youngest at the time, the youngest congressman in the entire country. His mama mailed him, and it got to him just in time. If it was even a second later, he was going to vote against women's rights, the right to vote and all that shit. It would set women back
So,
forever.
what you're saying is it wasn't him, it was his mother that secured the vote.
Yeah, he loves his mom. What can I say? Shit, respect. Oh, shit. All right, enough shit posts. The difficulty of being unsuspected. If you enjoy, and you will, to bore or not to bore, page 51, you will like also the art of opening a conversation, how we talk to appear in the March issue.
Oh god.
You know, I think it's enough Reader's
This is
Digest.
old timey.
So Reader's Digest is Reader's Digest. It's good. It's great.
It's really dry though.
It is really dry, but I mean, it's kind of cool to see how people were like, God, this is a horrible thing. Women's rights. What the fuck? A woman having been photographed.
I'm gonna collapse. Yeah, like
So
unfathomable.
the last on our list, because this is one of, if not one of more important ones here. Really, is Time. Time magazine. It's a magazine that often gets accused of some very certain things, but that's a whole other story. Time was founded in 1923, and it's still around today.
Hell yeah.
Time has a okay. I'm gonna be real. Time is just that magazine where I'm like, okay, it exists. It's neat. The one cool thing about Time is the fact that, well, one, it's also super important to our entire shit. It fucking I'm sorry. I saw a cat doing a backflip. I fucking lost my shit. It revolutionized news presentation by making it summarized yet concise.
So basically, you don't want to read the newspaper, just read Time, which is kind of still what it is.
Basically, and it's pretty cool.
I might have to start reading through it because that might actually be really important.
Yeah. Um, so Time has a thing where they put a person on their magazine. This the person is a very important person. Not very important in the sense like, oh, they are the most important person on the planet. No, there's that most important and impactful for that particular year. For example, the most latest person was Donald J. Trump. He was pretty impactful.
Yeah, I think Mary. I don't know if Mary Curie. There's been a lot of historical people who've been in Times Person of the Year.
Yeah, like Hitler or Stalin or Mao Zedong.
Fair, and that's why they Time always every year has to make the distinction. Not the best person of the year, the most influential person of the year.
Yup. But now on to Time. But Time is different. Unlike all the other damn magazines, which don't have like proper damn archives outside of the archive.org, Time actually covers all their shit. Thank God. So, here's
Which good on them, by the way. That is really respectable.
yep. And let's zoom in. Yahoo. Oh, look at this. Cadet statements. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's a bunch of money. It's all around. Cool.
It has investment information.
President Mr. Harding's defeat. Seeking only the nation's welfare, Mr. Harding has suffered defeat at the hands of Congress. Oh, jeez.
I can see Time has already started their problem of being incredibly biased.
It's like it's unfinished.
They ran out of time. They could get the face. That was it.
Just put the head on there and they don't really. What the fuck?
Okay, that's a decision.
Look at her. She's not going to Gouda meter. Black man. Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
I've seen a lot of those in old movies. We'll get to them.
Yeah.
Prohibition.
Oh, that's a crazy one.
Labor, a school for strikers?
Wasn't Prohibition around in the 1920s?
Yeah, this is right when Prohibition is being started.
Okay, it's kind of crazy seeing Prohibition being talked about. That's kind of cracked. The Mexican border. Oh God, this is
The eternal political issue.
I'm okay. I just saw another thing in the very bottom.
Oh Jesus, that's getting edited out.
Oh.
Oh my God, Time. Wait, just never mind. Actually, no, it's fine.
The
The
states.
states.
Oh, we're covering all the states. Hawaii. I thought Hawaii wasn't a state yet.
A tax of 1 cent on every package of cigarettes.
When was Hawaii a state? I kind of need to know. You thought it was a state yet? It was a state named 1959. You bastards.
So it's a territory.
Yeah. What else do I want to hear? You pussies. Foreign news. Okay. Okay. The German resistance. Passive. Okay. The British Empire. Oh, that's crazy to hear or say. Ooh, it's kind of crazy that what's her old Lizzie is like alive at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Queen Elizabeth is a damn. She was hot at one point. Oh no, she's not alive yet. In fucking 3 years, she'll be alive.
God, she was old.
Yeah. God damn, she was a damn dime piece at one point though. God damn, she was a real dime piece. Don't mind me.
Sipping over the queen.
She was a fucking dime piece. She was really. No. You look at her and you don't tell me like, yeah, that is Scream's dime piece.
A little too inbred for my tastes, but
Perfect amount. Perfect amount. Italy. Oh yeah, Mussolini. The Fascist Council. Oh no.
oh no, oh that is foreshadowing.
Oh no. Mussolini has always always against the Masons and been we're closer to the Catholic Party. He's becoming almost a surrogate to the Vatican. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's all ploy. They don't understand what's gonna happen. They do not know what's gonna happen. Holland, before we start calling it Netherlands for whatever reason. Czechoslovakia. That's not a country anymore. The free city of Danzig. Oh, that's a Korea. That's a crazy one.
Gandhism is rife in Korea.
Oh, Russia famine hype.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Japan Kato against the peers. China. Well, China is China. Chile, Bolivia. It's all countries we pretty much know. It's kind of crazy to think that Czechoslovakia actually existed like just prior before like I actually believe like I existed in this school. Wait, actually, let me double check that because I might be thinking about Yugoslavia. When did Czechoslovakia split? Oh yeah, no. I was thinking about Yugoslavia,
Yeah.
but I was like, oh wait, hold on now.
Yeah.
No. What country fucking name can collapse when I was just piping around. Whatever, I don't care enough. Black Oxen is okay. Oh, she's out on the Goonometer, right? Or,
He's old.
yeah, that's my thing. Not my thing. The theater. I love some theater. What the fuck happened here?
They gave up halfway through.
They look like they gave him Down syndrome.
I was gonna say a black eye, but really going to the nines with it.
I am. I get the views, man. Education.
Why? Are those the views we want? Do we want hit channels making videos on us?
Hell yeah, they're losers. They have nothing else to do.
That's fair.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
There's a new church. That never. Okay, I'm just waiting for the next schism to happen in the Catholic Church. The last one we got Protestants, and one before we got Orthodoxy. We need something else, something memeable.
Oh, something wacky. We need some weird cult.
Uh, let's see here. Law abolishing Reno. Oh no. Constitution. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay. Marriage ages. Oh, this includes the provisions which were for the marriage ages.
Oh,
Finally.
16 years. 18 years without. Why do boys need to be older?
Maturity.
Divorcees on adultery, cruel treatment.
So I want to mention.
Inurable insanity? Conviction of a felony. That makes sense. 60 days elapsed between. Okay. First thing. Again, why do boys have to be 2 years older to marry? That's a little strange. Oddly enough, for was it 1923?
Give or take. Okay, so this is very important to mention. I need to mention this. Well, yeah, this is all fine and dandy. Child marriage is still very much a thing. Yes, even today, it actually exists in the United States. It's a thing, but it's very much fucking frowned upon. Um, but you see here, there is a lot of shit in our country, and how it's been founded is we're trying to protect people and religions and shit, and some religions are very okay with that stuff, and it's like, how do we handle it without being breaking the one thing we were founded fucking for?
Yeah.
Fun fact, just as an example, around the damn 1950s or 60s, a 9-year-old woman married a child. She's not a woman yet. She married a 30-year-old man, and mind you, this is a bit different because it was farming culture, and for farmers, it's a lot different from us regular folk. Farmers are a-okay with that type of shit because it for one, it secures that their empire grows in a farming dynasty.
Also, hashtag not all farmers.
Not all farmers. No, no, no. So some progressive, or they've been bought out by big farm. Yeah, that too.
Or they're not weird.
Ugh. Oh boy. Old age for new wine. So I think they've been controversial enough. Now we will talk about the next boys. These are magazines we will talk about sometimes. Other ones we won't talk about at all because they're well beyond or rather below. For example, the Dial. It was between 1840 to 1929. It was also briefly revived. It was a magazine that focused on literary criticism and essays and modernist works. Nothing too special.
Mm,
Poetry,
okay.
not yes, poetry. Poetry magazine is between 1912 to today, so it still exists. It just deals
Hell
in
yeah.
poetry, man. Transition magazine, which was between 1927 to 1938. So we'll be covering it in the streams, probably, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, most likely.
In pulp, for damn good pulps, amazing stories, 1926 to today. Black Mask, which is a very popular one. It is a focus on some hard-boiled detective fiction. It's neat. An adventure magazine, 1905 to 1971. In Oriental
Hmm.
Stories, 1930 to 1934. So we'll get into that one. That's it's short lived anyway, so it's neat. The Masses. It is a socialist. It's a socialist one. 19,
Oh God.
1911 to 1917. The Liberator, 1918 to 1924. In the Horizon, 1922 to 1928. Unfortunately, we're not covering any of those because they're all gone. Also, we would have some niche ones like Saint Nicholas Magazine,
Hmm.
1873 to 1943. So that might be covered. It's for children's though, and young adults too. That's weird. The National Police Gazette, which was between 1845 to 1932. It's about true crime. That's interesting. Oh wow,
Choice.
it's a precursor to modern tabloids.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and the Farmer's Wife. 18,
That is. Ooh.
1897 to 1939. So that'll be a talk about one because I love being
Imagine
controversial.
going out of business right as the depression is ending.
And right into the infant frying pan because World War.
Yeah, that's actually. Oof.
The little review, 1914 to 1929. Of course, I'm just mentioning all these because they're all important in their own way. Art in America, which is 1913 to today. It's still around. We see some neat art.
Oh,
And finally, the last two, Modern Mechanics, 1928 to 2001. And Science and Invention, 1913 to 1931. Ooh boy, we have a bunch of neat stuff we can cover one day. But honestly, that's everything we have on our list for today. This will be one of our longest videos, if not the longest, on the channel.
yes. I guess we should close out. What did you think of some of these old magazines? Personally,
I
there's a lot of bigotry,
I find them to
obviously.
be very intriguing to see how these people fucking fought back then. Of course, I'm memeing with some things I'd be saying, but it's all for jokes. If you take it seriously, then you're a soft little pussy, Libby.
You're one of the libtards. Um,
um,
but I think what makes magazines really interesting for me, especially these older ones, is that you get to see the day-to-day interactions of what people are reading. So, like when we watch film, these are special. Like you have to remember, people watch maybe one movie a month, if that, back in these days. It was a
yeah,
very rare occasion. The only people who watched movies regularly were critics, right? The music, it was only listened to. These were things that were largely accessible to a lot more people and on a lot more regular basis. These were like more mundane events to read these.
yeah. It's pretty cool seeing all this. So the magazine I obviously love the most is it goes to this Strand magazine because it's just cool.
Mhm.
I like it. I won't lie. The Argosy one will be one we will be looking at quite a bit. It's just cool.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Obviously we won't be covering most of the ones we mentioned except for the ones that are around the period we're doing, which is mostly just the modern ones, because obviously they're still being around. Um, Strand Weave been fun, and it'll go away because it always has to, but that's okay. Magazines will be the new segment for us. It's gonna be neat. Um, I don't of course I don't think we'll talk about it too heavily. I mean, we'll choose like a magazine or two, and we'll go from there. Um, it'll be neat.
Yeah.
We will also cover what magazines are popping up around the same point, because there's new magazines popping up, like a certain adult themed one.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, next episode we're going to be doing something a little different as well. Something a little bit more tied in specifically to the year. We're going to be talking about the Hays Code.
Yep. Mm.
And hopefully, if we can find the whole document, which I was able to find at least a PDF conversion of it, or a transliteration, you could say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, a modern PDF of it. We're going to read through the whole thing and try and decipher it because a lot of the language is very vague.
Yeah. We will see repeatedly in history that language that is vague is just literally done just to abuse the people they're targeting, which is lovely, just lovely.
Filmmakers in this case.
Yeah. It's okay. They ultimately got their way to a degree. You can get pretty crazy with films these days.
Yes, we have a rating system instead of the Hays Code, which is, for the better.
Yeah.
Uh, with that,
What I will
mhm.
say before we end this off, it's as I repeat this. Remember, magazines will say some things you will not like. Not just magazines, but movies and even music will have messages you will not like. Games have messages you do not like. Do not get your damn panties in a fucking bunch. Thank you for watching the video, and I swear, God, I get one report. I'm going to sing you a jolly tune.
That's it. You're just gonna get a nice little. Send you the oldest song I can find.
Yeah, for real though. Thanks you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe.
Yeah, if you want to do all the YouTube stuff, we appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Yep. See you guys.